For centuries, Monaco was little more than a quiet stretch of rugged coastline where towering limestone cliffs met the sparkling blue Mediterranean. Hidden beneath these rocky slopes, a small natural cove protected a handful of wooden fishing boats from the open sea. Simple stone cottages dotted the hillside, their chimneys releasing thin streams of smoke into the crisp morning air. Fishermen repaired worn nets beneath ancient olive trees while families gathered shellfish along the shoreline. At this moment, nothing hinted that this peaceful village would one day become one of the wealthiest places on earth. As generations passed, the settlement slowly expanded. Rough stone homes replaced fragile huts. Vineyards climbed the rocky terraces, and olive groves spread across the hillsides. A modest wooden harbor extended into the calm bay, welcoming merchant boats carrying pottery, wine, cloth, and new ideas from distant Mediterranean ports. Trade gradually transformed the once isolated fishing community into a growing coastal town where prosperity arrived with every passing sail. The strategic importance of this rocky peninsula soon became impossible to ignore. Massive limestone blocks were carved from the surrounding cliffs as workers constructed powerful defensive walls overlooking the sea. Watchtowers rose above the harbor, while soldiers patrolled newly built battlements. Inside the growing fortress, blacksmiths forged weapons, craftsmen built gates and towers, and colorful merchant ships crowded the harbor below. Monaco was no longer simply a village. It had become a fortress guarding one of the Mediterranean's most valuable coastlines. The fortress gradually evolved into an elegant medieval castle. Noble families settled within its walls while richly decorated. Stone buildings replaced military structures. Markets filled with spices, fresh produce, and imported goods flourished beneath the protection of the castle. Small chapels appeared beside carefully maintained gardens, while fishing boats continued returning each evening, connecting Monaco's ancient traditions with its growing influence. As the Renaissance spread across Europe, Monaco embraced a new era of culture and refinement. Graceful balconies, carved stone facades, and elegant courtyards replaced the fortress's harsher medieval appearance. Wealthy merchants filled the waterfront, negotiating valuable cargo from across the Mediterranean, while artists and architects reshaped the principality into a place where beauty became just as important as defense. Prosperity steadily replaced survival. During the Baroque period, Monaco's palace was transformed into a magnificent royal residence overlooking the sea. Marble staircases, sculpted fountains, and perfectly symmetrical gardens reflected the growing prestige of the ruling Grimaldi family. Horse-drawn carriages rolled through increasingly organized streets while elegant sailing ships filled the harbor, connecting Monaco to kingdoms across Europe. The 19th century introduced a new chapter. Smooth roads replaced ancient pathways. Gas lamps illuminated the streets after sunset, and steamships joined traditional sailing vessels in the harbor. Travelers arrived from across Europe, bringing investment, culture, and curiosity to the tiny principality. Yet nothing would reshape Monaco more dramatically than the construction of its world-famous casino. The arrival of the Belle Époque transformed Monaco into a symbol of elegance and luxury. The magnificent Monte Carlo casino rose with ornate domes, decorative sculptures, and lavish architecture unlike anything the city had seen before. Grand hotels, palm-lined boulevards, and fashionable cafes quickly surrounded it, attracting royalty, aristocrats, and the European elite seeking entertainment beneath the Mediterranean sun. As the 20th century unfolded, electric lights replaced gas lanterns and automobiles. gradually overtook horse-drawn carriages, luxury boutiques, elegant apartments, and modern hotels spread across the hillsides, while sleek yachts replaced commercial vessels inside the expanding marina. Monaco's international reputation continued growing alongside its skyline. With almost no land left to build upon, engineers accomplished what once seemed impossible. Massive land reclamation projects pushed the coastline outward into the Mediterranean, creating entirely new districts where modern apartment towers, waterfront promenades, and lush public spaces rose from the sea itself. At the same time, the city expanded upward with shimmering residential skyscrapers overlooking one of the world's most exclusive marinas. Every year, Monaco briefly transforms into the world's most famous street circuit as the Formula One Grand Prix races through its impossibly narrow streets. Grandstands rise, luxury yachts become floating viewing platforms, and millions watch as racing cars blur through the harbor before the city quietly returns to its polished elegance. Today, the Prince's Palace still watches over the same rocky hill where the first fortress once stood centuries ago. Below it lies a city unlike any other. Breathtaking blend of ancient history and modern ambition. Glittering super yachts fill the marina. Luxury towers reflect the Mediterranean sunlight, and designer boutiques line immaculate boulevards. From a humble fishing village hidden beneath rugged limestone cliffs, Monaco has evolved into one of the world's most exclusive billionaire paradises, proving that even the smallest place can leave an extraordinary mark on history.